60 million? Was it 60 million? Yeah.
60 million people tuned in to watch that ish show between Jake Paul and Mike Tyson.
Mm-hmm.
It was filled with a lot of disappointment.
Yeah.
Some expected, some not expected. I want to start off by first saying that Netflix had some really
terrible
streaming.
Technical
Terrible.
issues, and
It's
then
terrible.
had the nerve to start that shit over again.
Exactly.
You know?
That happened a couple times where
Yeah.
you were watching a fight, it would buffer, and then it
go
would just
start
rewind.
all over.
Yeah. And then you're not forced to not look at Yahoo or anything that gives a live update just in case they're telling you something you haven't watched.
you haven't already seen.
It's probably delayed by a minute by the time it happens. So I was very disappointed in the service Netflix has. Particularly the main reason why is because this isn't the only Netflix live event. In December, on Christmas Day, they will be streaming NFL games.
Yeah.
So there's a little bit of nervousness
That's terrible
because
news.
what happened at the Jake Paul Mike Tyson fight could potentially happen on Christmas Day
That's
again.
terrible.
Exactly.
And it's going to be worse during football. That fight, I'm cool with the buffering. I didn't really expect much to happen.
I didn't think I was going to miss anything during the buffering.
Exactly.
Right.
But NFL game is a different monster.
That's a whole different beast because a buffering, that could be a touchdown.
Yeah, a buffer could be a touchdown.
I mean, a buffer could have been a
Highlight
knockdown too, but it was
strip
just
sacks.
something about last night was way off.
The energy was off.
Well, yeah, I mean,
Way
because again, like I said, you know, Tyson was high as hell. You know what I'm saying? It was scripted. Like, don't come in shape. You know what I'm saying? Just, you know, do your normal thing. But if people caught that shit at the beginning, when Tyson did his famous move, the peekaboo, and he caught him with the damn right, he rocked down Jake Paul ass. He did. He rocked his ass, and then after that, he like, hey, man, you supposed to tone that? Because after that, all he did was just standing there, just rocking side to side, just, you know, every now and then he jumped. He ain't even attempt. And I don't care how long you haven't done anything, you will never forget something that you really trained for 20 years. You feel what I'm saying? Tyson, he just held back tremendously. You feel what I'm saying?
Is that who held back?
Yeah, he did. He
held back.
All right, because it looked like.
I mean, he was out of shape. I mean, he was not supposed to come in shape. Number one, he was not supposed to come in shape. So outside of that, it was scripted. I told you, the first time he came in on Jake Paul and he rocked his ass, he staggered him. You feel what I'm saying? And after that, he toned that shit like way back. All he was doing, just doing this. Occasionally, he just come in, you know what I'm saying? Like, he didn't do the simplest things, such as just jabbing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, he just did what it scripted. Long as it did make it seem like Jake Paul knocked his ass out, that type of shit, you know. I mean, I guess it was like they got 60 million people to watch.
They got paid. That's the only thing that
they got paid. That's all.
They
said
got
and
paid
done.
before the thing went live.
But they got paid too after the
Now, was it worth what we watched?
No.
because the women's fight was better.
That
How
should have been
many fights are
that should
actually
have been the
worth
main event.
watching?
No, some fights are worth watching.
I know some are, but I said how many though?
Yeah.
Because there have been plenty of fights where you pay per view it,
and it wasn't worth
yeah,
fighting.
especially Mike Tyson fights. He was knocking people out in the
First
first couple
round.
rounds.
He's the reason why
The main thing, yo, that
piracy.
shot me, that I was pissed off about,
Yes.
they came out with a knee brace.
Yeah, knee brace.
Knee brace.
Dude, I'm already from there. I'm like, something
ain't right.
just something ain't- like it don't something is off kilter.
Yes.
That was the main thing.
Yeah. So there were a lot of injuries.
Surprise, you know what I mean?
Can somebody tell me why they took a shot of Mike Tyson's ass? That was a little weird.
Cheeks.
Cheeks. Yes. I don't understand that part or why they felt that was necessary.
My man sent me a joint, said, if I send you this picture, just know that you asked out.
Uh-huh. Yeah, so that was a little bit odd there. The whole vibe of the fight itself just felt a little bit off, but I think that was because of the broadcasting team, the announcers, and people like that.
Yo, the announcers were he was cool. He was doing this thing, man, trying to keep everybody involved.
I think a lot of people wanted to know why Rosie Perez.
What I heard was they just wanted something different. You know what I mean? Like, cause she's a New Yorker.
Yeah.
And it was just just something different. Something not of the norm. Just something out of, you know what I mean? Not normal, something different. Mm-hmm. I mean, she ain't do bad.
Yeah, she wasn't bad. It was just kind of like people were a little bit like confused because they were just like Rosie Perez. They've never associated Rosie Perez with boxing. I've never even thought of Rosie Perez in boxing
in the same light.
Exactly. So I was a little just confused of why her, because that was just random. I've never known, not saying she isn't a fan, I don't know Rosie Perez like that. It was just like I've never associated her with the sport of boxing.
I hadn't either, yo.
Yeah, that just threw me off. So I was just like, that was a little bit odd, but also at the same time, you know, I get what you were saying. But now the real fight of the night was definitely the two females.
Yes, Katie, what was it? The Irish chick. And then the Spanish chick or whatever.
Yeah.
Like I said, if anything should have been worth the money, that fight was worth the money.
Yeah.
That fight was worth the money.
And unfortunately, Netflix had buffering issues.
Yeah.
Those buffering issues are a major deal because that was a live stream.
Yep.
You know,
too much action going on.
Yeah, well, that and the fact that Netflix has 283 million total subscribers. You said the most, it was a steady stream of 60 million streaming in that night. 65 million concurrent viewers at one given time. Now, the biggest issue they said, of course, was not just that, but they're also going to be doing broadcasts live of WWE Raw. And that brings in 1.4 million people, which is nowhere near the level of 60 million people that was tuning in for the Paul Tyson fight.
But still, if you get any buffering issues during that, that's also going to have a massive uproar.
Yeah. But, you know, I can understand you being able to handle 1.4 million compared to 65 million. But they're also saying 30 million viewers tuned in last year to watch the NFL on Christmas Day. So they're expecting around 30 million to tune back in this year. I don't know what the deal is going to be with the buffering, but it's going to be a much bigger issue for NFL games buffering than that BS Tyson fight. So that's going to be a major issue that fans are going to be looking at, particularly next month during Christmas when that happens. So Netflix better have the warnings. Now, like I said on Facebook, I own Netflix stock, and yesterday before or after the fight, I immediately took a screenshot of what my Netflix stock is worth because I know it's gonna drop severely come Monday.
After that.
Yeah, but one of the funniest moments they said was Jerry Jones. Your boy was there because it was in Cowboy Stadium.
Yeah.
So Jerry Jones said that Netflix was going to be a huge part of the NFL's future, and right then the microphone did not work, so it did not capture Jerry Jones's part. You could read him saying that with his mouth. And then less than a minute later, the stream went down right after Jerry Jones said that. So maybe he jinxed the stream.
Might need to rethink that.
Okay, so Hassan, as a boxing aficionado, what did you think actually of the actual fight?
Well, you can tell it was well scripted because...
You think it was scripted?
Hell yeah. Because even if you haven't trained... First of all, a quarter of his life he trained nothing but boxing. Eat, sleep, breathe, nothing but boxing. You feel what I'm saying? So then on top of that, the minutes was cut back. So even if you were out of shape, right, you fairly can fare well. And, you know, the first... Tyson's famous move, the peekaboo, you know what I'm saying? He caught Jake. He rocked his ass. You feel what I'm saying? And you saw the look on Jake's face like, oh shit. You know what I'm saying? So I guess he had to go back and had to get reminded, hey, yo, man, tighten up. You know what I'm saying? Don't. Because after that, he was just pretty much just dancing in front of him. He wasn't even doing the basic, just throwing jabs. You feel what I'm saying? So it's just like, you know, Tyson, he don't front on nothing. he can't front. He cannot front on anything. So him trying to sell that was what make it even more harder to watch because you could tell he wasn't
He was
even
holding back.
Yeah, he was holding back tremendously. Because like I said, the first time he rocked his ass. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And that wasn't even. And come on now. And for us who've seen Tyson fight, Tyson fought guys 4 inches, 4 to 5 inches, have 25 to 50 pound more weight than him. And Jake Paul is right there in his face. Like, come on.
And Tyson fought Roy.
Exactly.
Yeah, just a few, 3 years ago?
Yeah, so the thing about it is, it just like, I could tell, like I said, he ain't like doing it. You feel what I'm saying? He didn't like it, but he got paid, you know what I'm saying? And it didn't make it seem like that. And you could tell because Jake hit him with some jabs and shit, you know what I'm saying? But you can tell, like Tyson, like, all right, nigga, I'm gonna play this role. You feel what I'm saying? But don't get too carried away because I'm gonna knock your ass out. You feel that? Because everybody knows if Tyson will bite your goddamn ear off. What the fuck? What
was he doing biting his glove? Was he trying to hold that?
Yeah, I biting his glove like, don't do it.
I think he was high person. I just think he was high. He said he has a fixation, you know what I mean? And they say he's always, and they say he's always bitten his glove.
They would have noticed that.
No, I'm telling you, like the commentators say he has always done this. It's just now it's more egregious.
I've seen
because if you think, like I'm saying, y'all saying he's holding back. It's obvious because normally you wouldn't be able to see him doing that to his gloves like that.
Right, of course.
Because he's going to at least be throwing a jab or something. Dude, that shit just looked so awkward last night.
And because, like I said, that Tyson is not a type of person that's gonna front. He can't do that. He's just not built like that. He don't have that type of charisma to fake that. So he biting his gloves like, I want to knock your ass out when I can't. Yeah. You feel what I'm saying? So he reminded himself like the bag, Tyson, the bag. Don't knock his ass out, the bag. So he biting on the glove like.
So there must have been some sort of stipulation that he wouldn't get $20 million if he knocked him out.
Yeah, or if he rocked his ass hard enough. You feel what I'm saying?
Said, dude. I mean, I forgot what the actual restrictions were, but like I said, you heard the ref say, "Don't size him up."
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I thought that was weird.
Exactly.
How get a boxer not size up
right,
another
exactly.
How are you boxing if you can't size it up?
So, like I said, he was Tyson wanted to hit that. Like I said, the one time he caught his ass. If everybody go back, if you got it recorded, or whatever, go right back. The very first time Tyson hit his ass, you look at Jake Paul's eyes. That like, hold on, this ain't the deal. So, and after that, you know what I'm saying, that's when Tyson started biting on the gloves.
I could sense the energy was off when Tyson was walking to the ring.
Yeah, that was a long ass. That was at least 100. That was a long ass walk.
And then you got the joint off. You got a knee sleeve on. Like you
gonna get tired by the time you get to the ring.
You can't even bounce around the ring like just on some back and forth. Get your bob right. You know what I mean? Like. Damn, you done got everybody. Y'all done got everybody.
Look,
that wasn't Iron Mike last night. That was just Mike Tyson.
That was just Tyson.
Yeah.
No, his name is Mike. That's Mike Tyson. But that is not Iron Mike Tyson.
Michael Tyson.
Yeah, it was because, like I said, I'm telling you, he biting them gloves because he wanted to spat.
He slapped Jake Paul harder
he
when he stepped on the damn
his
foot.
ass, bro. Because listen, if anybody know Mike. Right? I don't know. I'm just saying from a distance. He doesn't. He's a straight shooter. You saw the interview what he did with the little girl.
Oh yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
That's why he was bringing up legacy.
Right. And everybody was like, God damn, but the little girl handled it like a champ.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
Girl was a G.
So if this nigga here cut it raw with a little girl, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on.
If he's saying legacy, he should have just did it.
No, because there's money on the line,
yeah,
bro.
That's why he was saying.
And then outside of money on the line, you up other business adventures that you could possibly get too. See, that's another thing.
It doesn't change.
It's going for the bad.
Nobody's like thinking bad of Mike because of what.
I just think they just raped the American people.
Yeah.
I mean,
I knew the fight wasn't going to be
I
good.
just say they took advantage financially of the American people.
I knew it wasn't going to be.
Nobody expected.
I was just hoping that it wasn't.
I thought it was going to be a little more.
It wasn't going to be like
tit for tat. No, I was expecting a little more tit for tat. I was 60 punches, 70 punches.
I was looking more as
really. That's how many punches you
I
threw.
was more interested in like how you gonna end
slap in the face.
You feel what I'm saying? Because I'm like knowing Mike, like, come on,
Mike
bro.
probably threw more punches in his sparring matches.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying. This is just a slap in the face.
Right, but that's the reason. So now let's go back. That's the reason why he was biting his gloves.
Yeah. Well, let me give a shout out to the chat because the chat is popping. Shout out Madam Sincere letting us know that Netflix wasn't ready. Mm-hmm. And she also mentioned the Serrano fight was much better.
Yeah, Serrano Taylor.
Yes.
That fight. Yo, Shorty had a damn mouth over her eye.
Yeah.
Like her eye was hanging off. Like her eyelid was hanging off from the eyebrow.
Mm-hmm. And shout out Hamza3637 over there on Twitch, giving us a hello. What up?
All right.
Champy says Canelo is still the face of combat sports until he retires.
I ain't mad at that.
I mean, combat sports or boxing?
He probably missed.
He said combat sports.
I don't know about combat.
I can only go off what the chat person
says. He only do boxing, so you can't say combat. You can say boxing. Face of boxing.
I think what he's implying is both boxing and
I wouldn't say that. And then, like I said, on top of that, it's Canelo is doing. He's copying the same blueprint of Mayweather. You know what I'm saying? Just picking his fight strategically.
Canelo or Paul?
Canelo. So from here until now, it's time for him to retire. He's not gonna take no risque fights because there's plenty of fights that people want him to see, and he's not interested in taking them. So with that being said, yeah, boxing, yeah, you can leave it at boxing, and I can still come up to debate that because I'll say my boy Crawford. You know what I'm saying? I'll say Crawford. He's up there. You know what I'm saying? This is pound for pound. You know,
Terrence Crawford. You
goddamn right. Omaha, Nebraska. So yeah, that's just my opinion.
Canelo. Is he the best boxer at the moment?
Well, I mean, he's the most visible face of boxing, but that's because, you know.
Yeah, he's been.
Yeah, he's been around. I mean, because remember,
but the new boys that.
But Crawford been around too. You feel what I'm saying? Crawford, he ain't no new jack. He been around. He's in his 30s. You know what I'm saying? Mid-30s, I think early 30s and stuff. So Crawford been around too. It's just Canelo. He just getting like, you know, he's Mexican. You know, and you know they come in droves. You know what I'm saying? So
you know you're getting a fighter out of them too.
Right. So
yeah. That's going to be interesting. So what's the future looking like for Mike? He said he's not done boxing.
Oh, God.
Well, I mean, I think he'll do some more exhibition fights, but he gonna show y'all. Like, hey,
that's why he said that.
That's exactly. That's the reason why I said it, because he basically gonna show y'all. Hey, I got it.
Yeah. You could have hit him with a glimpse of it. You could have hit him with a glimpse.
He did hit his ass with a glimpse. I said
8 rounds. Those 58 punches.
Jake Paul wouldn't even survive a good. If Tyson hit his ass a good 25 to 50 times like how he wanted to, he wouldn't survive this. He wouldn't make it past the third round. If I'm just gonna be honest, because you gotta understand, Tyson got his grown man body. You feel what I'm saying? It's like boxing is like muscle memory, like anything that you learn in life. He could have just beat his ass just simply by jabbing his ass, and he didn't even do that. So that's my opinion.
So didn't he want to fight his brother Logan Paul?
Who that? Tyson?
Yeah, didn't he say that in the ring?
Well, I thought I heard it was that Logan Paul supposed to been saying something.
If he's gonna fight him the same way he just fought Jake, what's the point? If it's gonna be the same type of scenario that he just fought his brother,
this is where I can play devil's advocate. I think, you know, number one, Tyson played the role. He didn't want to. He did it because of contractual wise, blah blah blah.
I'm sure he didn't need that money either. But I'm listening. I'm listening. He did not need that money, but I'm listening.
Well, I don't know. Without us diving,
he don't need it.
You can't say that, bro, because when you live in that certain lifestyle, you gotta keep that
Tyson's never been good with money.
Right, exactly.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
he get his money off of different his name,
a
like
lot
his
of different
name.
Tyson
Adventures.
lost generational money.
Of course, but
I'm
he
sure
get-
didn't
but-
need that. He could have. See, and this is my thing. This is why I'm like, it's just crazy to even watch this, and this is how it was set up. You got, this it's the generational thing. Yo. Why would you even want to even have your legacy align anywhere near this kid? Like you said, he's manufactured. You know he's not that dog that you are.
Of course.
Y'all don't. He doesn't even deserve to be in the ring with you.
Well, that's why I said. This is why I said.
That's just terrible, yo. Like that's what
I
I'm saying.
mean, yeah, you can say
For
it
the
in a
bag.
sense, but
For the bag. Gotta be.
you're
for
right. Of
everything
course,
For the bag.
you trust and believe that. We ain't talking. If he got 20 up front, they ain't talk about what at the gate. Netflix, you know what I'm saying? So he got about damn near 50 million. That's why he threw out there like, yo, I'm not finished with the boxing because he want to actually show. So hey, they did a terrible job.
Yeah, so ultimately it was a disappointing evening, but at the same time, I did not expect it to be good. So I can't really say I was disappointed with
Facts.
something that I expected to be disappointing.
Right.
I would have been amazed if it was a good fight. Like, that's how little I was expecting a good fight to happen.
But it wouldn't have been one.
I can honestly say we got I saw what I expected, which was a total shit show.
I got my answer. Hey, they didn't embarrass my boy, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I was cool with that. Cause I just know Tyson is he's not gonna let nobody fuck with his legacy.
Yeah.
Even though he said fuck legacy, but he's not gonna let nobody play his face knowing that you ain't that nigga. You feel what I'm saying? So that's just me.
Cool. You just look forward. Well, I know there's not going to be a rematch.
No, you just gonna see other boxing exhibition from Tyson, and you're gonna see Tyson actually hit. You feel what I'm saying? So you just gonna know that he gonna show the difference between A and B. That's
you
all.
think Tyson and Floyd Mayweather would ever do an exhibition
Together? No, hell no. Because they can't. Because
I know they're different weight classes
Right.
and all that, but I'm just saying that didn't stop.
nah.
Okay. Anything's possible. Okay. And those ring girls were fine as hell.
Oh, yeah,
so I
especially
did.
the dark skinned one.
Yeah, shorty.
Put him on the glass.
God almighty, boy.
Yeah,
I
she
thought
was looking
she
righteous.
was right, bro.
I don't
That
even
chocolate.
know her name.
That chocolate there, boy. Snack 'em.